Alright, so welcome back. Another quick project on restoring the R6. As you can hear, the engine's running. Oil's been changed, filter's been changed. It's got new tires. I've gone through the brakes. Now I'm doing a coolant flush. So right now this is the original coolant that's been sitting in this bike for 7 years. It was parked in a garage. And I'm just warming the bike up until the fan comes on, at which point the coolant will be warm enough to flow. And then I am going to undo this, which is the bottom of the water pump. You're going to need a 5/16 ratchet. You're going to need a catch pan to catch all the yucky stuff. Then you're going to need 2 or 3 gallons of distilled water. And we're going to be flushing the system. Once we've drained all the yucky, we're going to fill up the coolant reservoir. We're going to fill up the radiator, flush it all through. We'll do that a couple of times. And then we will be filling it up with super cool water wetter, the red line stuff. This is the good stuff. Running a bike in Southern California when it's 110 degrees, especially at the racetrack, you need really good coolant. So I sprang for the good stuff. So we're going to be adding that. So it's a really simple process. Like I said, just undo the bolt, drain, then flush with distilled water until everything comes out, and then fill it up with the good stuff. So that's it basically. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube on how to do it, but that's what I'm going to be doing next. So new coolant for the R6, and then we can start cleaning up this side of the bike. And the next project's going to be working on fixing the gas tank, which, as you can see, we've got some road rash on there. Alrighty, so to work. Okay, so that's the bottle cleaned up, filled up to the full line with the water wetter, reinstalled, this whole area cleaned and armor-alled, all the hoses and lines done. That's my side indicator turn signal wiring. So now I have to reinstall the drain plug. I'm reusing that crush washer because it really looked just fine to me. It didn't even look like it was crushed. So there is a crush washer on that little brass one, but if it looks good, reuse it. If it doesn't, if it's split or absolutely flattened, I would say put in a new one. This one looked good, so I'm just reusing it. I check for leaks obviously after it's been filled up and the engine's hot and running. So with this tightened down, to it. You can get your torque wrench out if you want to and figure out exactly the torque specifications, but just tight and then according to it. There's not really a science to it unless you use the torque wrench and follow the exact torque specifications. Alright, so now we're filling the radiator, and it should take this whole bottle. There's a tiny bit left, not very much, and I'm to the brim here. I'm actually going to use a bit of paper towel. You can see some air bubbles coming out. There we go. Cap back on all the way, nice and tight, and there you go. Simple as that. One quick radiator flush. Now run the bike, check for any leaks at the drain plug, make sure all the hoses are well connected here, make sure your rubber cap is on nice and tightly here, and that's pretty much it. There's a coolant flush with the good stuff. So the next project on the bike is going to be engine degreasing and cleaning up on this side. I've got an exhaust scuff repair to do on this very nice Two Brothers racing exhaust system. I'm going to be polishing this out and repainting it and making it look like new. And then gas tank repairs. I got a scuff on the side here, gas tank's got to come off, get repainted, and the airbox needs a new air filter. So busy, more to do, and I need to put new guards, grips and bar ends. Onwards.